Hello, my name is Kevin McEwen, and I'm super excited to let you know that we have a second course now, follow on to our fundamentals in Swift programming, where we're actually going to start doing some real iOS apps and using not only our language of Swift, but also Swift UI, the new framework that Apple is now supporting and really saying is the way to go for doing your user interface and your user interaction, which we call UX and UI. So let me first jump into a little bit of the course overview. And the first thing I want to say is that this is a course that can be the right course for many different folks. So if you are somebody that's interested in potentially becoming an app developer someday, and you're thinking about this as part of a professional development track, this is the course for you. You definitely want to take this. Also, if you're, let's say, a teacher at any school such as CPS or in the burbs or wherever, and you want to teach computer science and you want to bring iOS development, mobile development to the kids, this is the course to take. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you are a teacher and you're teaching algebra, you should know algebra. And so, although this course is designed to cover a lot of different people, it is designed to teach you how to do mobile development. And therefore, I think that you're in the right spot basically to learn the basic concepts so you're comfortable actually teaching it when the time comes. The other thing is this is a great course to take if you're just trying to get a leg up in before you head off to college. Maybe you're going to have a degree in computer science or whatever. This is a great place to go. So let's look at where this fits in. Basically, the program overview right here shows that this is really a subset of a much larger diagram that is related to somebody who wants to become a professional developer. But here you've already taken this class, and if you haven't, I will explain what you need to do to sort of make sure that you've got this covered. And then there's the App Dev with Swift UI. That's this class right here. So this is the follow-on to this one. And then we have some other classes coming up. This is another language class, which takes you to the next level in Swift. And then this fourth class is really taking you to the next level in Swift UI and ability to do iOS apps. And at that point, you're really up to par where you can submit apps to the App Store. So this is where it kind of fits in that overall program. This program also has a capstone project. And that capstone project is where you will work in teams of 3 or 4, depending on the size of the class, to build your own app as part of the program. And you'll actually have a presentation and demo day where you show off your app working. And also, it's an opportunity to potentially win some prize money. So let's go back and talk a little bit about the prereqs. So the prereqs for this class are that you have already taken the Programming Fundamentals with Swift course. And if you have, you should have at least earned a C in the course. And if you have, then you are good to go in this course. However, if you haven't taken the course, or you did, but for whatever reason you weren't able to earn a C in the course, you do need to do the capstone project that course has. And once you've done that, then we give you a thumbs up that you're qualified and you can actually jump into this course. But just keep in mind that this course does assume that you have a good basic foundational understanding of the Swift programming language. We are not going to cover that in this course. We're going to expect that you already know that. So let me introduce you to instructors. So my name is Kevin McEwen. I've been doing iOS development for as long as there is iOS. I have a degree in computer science from IIT here in Chicago, and I've been doing software development for a good 35 to 40 years. And I am a professional iOS mobile developer. And unfortunately, John couldn't be here for this recording because we've had some technical difficulties bringing him in at the same time. And rather than hold off on getting this out, I wanted to just record it, and then you'll have other opportunities to get introduced to John. But John has his master's in computer science. He loves teaching, and he will be the co-instructor with me. And so we will, as a team, take you through this program. So let's just look briefly at the calendar of the course. So the course will start on March 28th. That's a Monday, and it will go through May 21st. So that's 8 weeks, of which 1 week off for spring break. And then there's also a week 0, which is before the March 28th, which is the time where you can go through the course preparation checklist. So if I just jump in here, you'll see a bunch of different things that you will need to do to prepare yourself for the course. Now, if you've taken the previous course, this is going to be a no-brainer and not much additional to do there. However, if you didn't take the original course or the previous course, then you're going to want to spend that week making sure you get up to speed. The other thing to keep in mind is that you do need a MacBook for this. And if you don't have a Mac, you will need to get one. And we do loaners. So the sooner you sign up and the sooner you let me know, the sooner we can make sure that we have a loaner for you. And then each week that we kick off, we'll have different modules that you will cover. And at the end, you will come down here to week 7, where you will actually do team presentations and demos. I want to talk a little bit about how the course is actually run. So if I go into the course overview and we look at the modules as an example, each module that you go throughout the week is going to have a concept video, which is sort of just is a concept video in the sense that you don't do any coding, but we do teach basic concepts that we think are fundamental to you understanding, so that when you get to coding, you know what you're coding. And we will use analogies and other things to try to make things as clear as possible. Then there's also a write-up, and all these write-ups are write-ups that John has done for you. So these are notes, essentially, out of the concept video. So if you want to go back and read instead of going back to the video, or if you're one who likes to read and are not interested in looking at the videos, although I would highly recommend that you do watch them, you can read these write-ups. Now, there's also a code-along video, one or more in these modules, which I do. And this is where I will be coding in Xcode in our development environment, and I want you to code along with me. I want you to basically do the same things that I'm doing. So you'll be pausing the video on your own, doing the typing, doing the coding, getting things to work, and getting it to where I am. And I want you to do that throughout each week as part of the code along videos that I provide. There are code snippets. Snippets are just little packages of code that you can copy and paste into your project, and another way to just visually go back and look at a concept and see how it's coded. And then finally, the big piece of this as well is there are coding labs every week that you will need to do, and they are due every Sunday by midnight Central Time. And what you want to do is practice those labs, do those labs. Those labs are the ones that will get graded, and those are the ones that you get the real practice, and I think it's really where you learn. So a little bit about how this course is delivered. So it's in a combination of two different things. One is it's an asynchronous course, which means that throughout the week, you're going through the videos, you're doing the code alongs, you're doing the labs on your own. However, we're all doing that together. So we're all part of a cohort, and we're using Slack for communication. And so that's where I expect to see a lot of questions and so forth, and a lot of discussion as people go through that material. So you do that on your own. The weekend is an opportunity for us to get together and have a synchronous session all in person. So when we get to the synchronous sessions, they are in person. They are each Saturday from 9 to noon. Location will be identified at the time of where it is. It's centrally located. It's either Truman College or it'll be the Merchandise Mart somewhere downtown. Easy access to CTA, easy parking. These are required. They are an opportunity for us to have guest speakers, an opportunity for us pair programming, an opportunity to do all sorts of things, work in your teams when you're working on your capstones and all of that. And that's where we can all come together as a class to work through a bunch of different things. And then as a time commitment, you should think about 7 hours a week for all of the code alongs and the concept videos and the labs, and then that other 3 hours every Saturday, which again is required as part of the course. So that's basically the overview of this course, and I'm hoping that you will follow the link in Eventbrite to get signed up. I think you'll really enjoy it. It is the next step in your pathway to becoming an iOS developer. So look forward to seeing you.